sometimes we can't force a memory. Sometimes that cloud is stubborn. You have all these old memories that you want to access and they're just loading, 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 and they're
Yeah.
not ready to drop in. And, our Akashic record, the library, it's all of this information. And I feel like the cloud is such a good representation. That was what I was meditating. I was like, it's our cloud. Like that makes so much
Yeah.
sense, in a way, because our bodies would be overwhelmed if we remembered and felt every single subconscious memory, past life, trauma experience. We would be miserable. So we have a place that we can still access the information and receive it, retrieve it when we need it and when it's what we need. And this is the cool thing about the Akashic Records is the Akashic Records never makes a mistake. And it is a place of ultimate love. Light, truly, the word light and love and light is information, bringing people into the light. That's knowledge. And, the Akashic Records is literally just information. It is pure light. It is pure loving consciousness. And I'm someone that I am both psychic, clairvoyant, medium, you name the modality, I've played in it. And I've always loved the Akashic Records because I think the name sounds a little, my best friend always says it sounds like Jumanji or something. Like it sounds like a scary word, like, ooh, what's in there? And I always tell people, I'm like, it is the most light-filled modality I've ever played in because it's just pure loving information. And for me, I really feel like it's just an extension of source. It's an extension of God. It is truly just information. And the more that you can kind of start to play in this realm, then you start to download, a little bit more from your cloud, from your Akashic Records. And the Akashic Records always gives you what you need, but it might not be exactly what you want. You might go in wanting a certain memory, but you're going to get something from there every single time, whether it's just a gentle guidance. It's very gentle and very loving. But I really feel like the Akashic Records never makes a mistake. And you're always going to receive the information that you need whenever you go in. And I always tell people that there are keepers of the Akashic Records. So think of it just like any other library. There are librarians. There are people that, you got to swipe your little card. And our library card for the Akashic Records is, for me personally, I'm sure there's lots of other people out there that have accessed it differently, but I have an opening prayer that I say, it's quite long, that I've channeled for myself and for everyone that I teach. And it's a prayer really just connecting with like love and delight. The word delight is in my prayer's title, which is just kind of fun. And so we say our opening prayer and we're just setting really strong container and intentions that that's what we're connecting with. And then you can go in and ask any types of questions in the Akashic Records, just as you would connecting with any type of spiritual modality, just asking a question out loud. I journal, but I always tell people before they do a reading with me to ask questions that are like, what, how, why. I tend to stay away from when, because in the Akashic Records, timelines are very loose and time is elusive, and you know how time is in the spirit world. That's not really the focus, but the focus of what I work with people is like, what am I supposed to learn from this person coming into my life? Or why is this coming up? Like, what is the lesson there? Or, what is my soul's purpose? Like these kind of bigger questions versus, who am I supposed to, or when am I going to meet my soulmate? Like those questions are a bit more like, in the grand scheme of thing, your Akashic record is like truly your blueprint of your soul's purpose and your life's work and mission and God's plan for you. That was, you came into this planet and you had already decided on this mission that you're going to carry out. And the Akashic Records is just here to kind of nudge you along and remind you of why you're here and that you do have a purpose and that you are here for a reason.